Good evening, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. We are at Busch Stadium. This is game number 2 of the 1985 National League Championship Series between the Houston Astros and the St. Louis Cardinals. Pretty much, I think, a must-win game for the Cardinals. After getting shellacked by the Astros 9-5 in Game 1, Cardinals are down 1-0 here as Houston leads the series. Cardinals really need to win here to tie this series up before heading to the Astrodome for Games 3, 4, and hopefully 5. Philip Reynolds joins us here at Busch Stadium as he's first through the turnstiles. We got a big game tonight here. The fans at Busch Stadium are ready. They know their Cardinals can come back. They were down 2-0 against the Expos in the NLDS, and they came right back when it looked like all was lost midway through the third game. But the Astros may be a different team than the Expos are. We shall see what happened as Steeler fan joins us here at Busch Stadium. You know he wouldn't miss this game. Gigantic game here at Busch Stadium, Game 2 of the NLCS. What can happen tonight? Let's find out and let's play some baseball. Starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals, their number 3 starter, Joaquin Andujar. He was 21-12 with a 3.40 ERA. Andujar for the postseason, I actually did not check, which is a shame on my part. Let's see where Andujar actually got a no decision, and he was actually the pitcher. He was the starting pitcher in that Game 3 of the NLDS against the Expos. So everybody's still filing in. And let's see what we have. Let's begin the game. Top of the first inning. Leading off for the Astros, second baseman Bill Doran. Not having a good postseason at all. Doran is batting .188 for the playoffs. Here we go. Top of the first. Game 2, 1985 National League Championship Series. Let's play some baseball. Joaquin Andujar, 5-4. That's a walk. The 12 will be too high. Busch Stadium subtracts 2 from walks, 2 from strikeouts, 2 from walks, and 1 from homers. Doran will swing 1-5. That's a star 1, and he grounds it to second. That's out number 1. That will bring up the shortstop, Craig Reynolds. Reynolds for the postseason, he's batting .321. He's actually having a good playoff so far. Andujar will pitch 3-4. That's a wild pitch. We'll do it again. Andujar 1-5. That's a blank. Reynolds gets to swing 5-1. That's a star 4, and that's a ground ball to first. And that will be out number 2. Next up for the Astros, Denny Walling. He is at first base for the playoffs. Walling is the leading hitter for the Astros. He's batting .414. He is their leading hitter for the playoffs. Andujar with the pitch. And that's a 2-5 against a lefty. It's a blank. Walling will swing. That's a 4-5, and that's going to be a base hit past second. Walling gets a single. Base hit for Walling. He will hold it first. And that will bring up center fielder Jose Cruz. Cruz for the postseason batting .115. He is right now, I believe he is right now has the lowest average of the Astros batters in the postseason. Andujar looking in, Walling on it first. We'll check the strat. That's a 9, nothing happening. Andujar with the pitch. 2-5 against the lefty. It's a blank. Cruz will swing 2-6. He flies out to center, and the inning will end there. No runs and a hit for the Astros. And we go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Houston Astros, their number 4 starter, Jeff Heathcock. 3-1, 1 save, a 3.36 ERA. People, you might wonder why, with only 7 starts, he's the number 4 starter. That's because Joe Niekro, who was the number 4 starter for the Astros in 1985, is now on the Yankees. So he pitches there. So I had to get a different pitcher, and Heathcock got the call. Leading off for the Cardinals, left fielder Vince Coleman. Coleman for the Cardinals is batting .207 for the postseason. Heathcock will pitch. Bears Den 007 joins us here at Busch Stadium for a very important Game 2 here in the NLCS. Heathcock 6-2. That's an error on a throw. Coleman will swing 5-6. And against a right-hander, that's a fly ball to right field. There will be no error there, and that is out number 1. Next batter for the Cardinals, center fielder Willie McGee. McGee for the Cardinals is batting .286, respectable. Very respectable for McGee. Heathcock with the pitch, 2-2 against the lefty switch. That's an automatic out. It will be a star 1 and a ground out to second. 2 men away. Second baseman Tommy Herr will come up to bat. Herr for the playoffs is batting .250. 2 outs. Pitch from Heathcock. And that's a 2-3. And that's going to be against the lefty switch. That's an automatic out. It's going to be a star 4 and a fly out to left. And the inning will end. A 1-2-3 inning for Heathcock. Nothing doing for the Cardinals. After 1, no score. We go to the top of the second. Jerry Mumphrey will lead off for the Astros. He is in right field. Mumphrey for the postseason, not doing too bad. He's got a 375 average for the Astros in the postseason, so Mumphrey doing very well. Andujar with the pitch, 2-3. That is a blank. Mumphrey will bat 2-4. He grounds it to third. That will bring up the left fielder, Kevin Bass. Bass for the Astros is batting .333. That's pretty good. He's 6 for 18. Andujar will pitch. And that's a 6-3. That's a blank. Bass will swing 5-5. That's a base hit, pass short. It's a single for Bass. Bass will get himself a nice single. He'll go to first. Runner infield goes halfway. Here is the catcher, Mark Bailey. Bailey for the postseason is also having a good postseason. He's batting .348. We got a lot of Astros batters that are actually overachieving. Infield halfway. Bass does have a steal chance. And that 12 will mean no. Andujar will pitch. 2-1. That's a strikeout. The 10 will get him. Struck him out. 15 minus 2 is 13. And he gets Bailey. Strikeout number 1 for Andujar. And that is the second out. Next up, the third baseman, Phil Garner. Garner for the postseason doing well. He's batting .385 for the Astros. As I said, Houston, a lot of overachieving batters. They're batting very well. Maybe one of the reasons why the Astros are 6-1 in the postseason. They've only lost one game. They've won 6 in a row. After losing to the Reds in the first game, the Astros haven't lost since then. Checking on a strat. That's a 10. Nothing happening. Andujar will pitch. That's a 6-1 against a righty. It's a blank. Garner will swing 6-6. He flies out to right, and that will end the inning there. No runs and a hit for the Astros. We go to the bottom of the second. Philip Salvador America joins us here at Busch Stadium. Says he back from Florida. Really? Where in Florida were you at, Salvador? You got to tell me where you were at. Bottom of the second inning. And it will be Jack Clark leading off for the Cardinals, first baseman. Clark for the postseason right now. Clark is batting .320 for the postseason. Panama City. All right, you're about 3 hours away from me. I'm in Pompano Beach down here, so you're about 3 hours away, maybe 4. Heathcock will pitch. And that's a 5-6. Against a right-hander, that's a straight home run check. Clark against a righty is a 17. -1 is a 16. That's a 5. Kaboom! It is gone. Jeff Heathcock pitches an absolutely horrible meatball pitch. Sends that one over the plate, and Clark knew to do with that one. He not only puts the spaghetti sauce, he also puts on the Parmesan cheese. That ball is gone. Solo home run for Clark, and it's 1-0 Cardinals. Jack Clark hits a blast. Stadium cheers. Yay! Section 1933 groans. Ugh. Next batter will be Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke for the playoffs. He is batting at he's batting .333. Not too bad. Heathcock will pitch to Van Slyke, and that's a 2-1 against the lefty. It's an automatic out. *6, a fly out to right. That's out number 1. Next up, third baseman Terry Pendleton. Pendleton for the postseason batting .333 as well. 1 out. Heathcock will pitch. 1-5. That's a walk. That 6 is going to walk him. He walks. Pendleton 8. -2 is a 6. And he does walk Pendleton. Pendleton will trot down to first. That will bring up shortstop Ozzie Smith. Smith for the postseason is batting .350. Infield halfway. Runners on first. Home run by Clark puts the Cardinals ahead. We will check Strat. Strat says a 10. Nothing happening. Heathcock will pitch. That's a 1-1. That's a walk. The 15 is going to be way too high. Smith will swing 6-1. That's a base hit into right field for Smith. It's a single. Pendleton's base running rating's a 3. Single to right, +2 to get to third. That's a 5. Right fielder 4 is Mumphrey for the Astros. His +1 is a 6. That's an automatic go to third, and it's first and third with 1 out. Base hit for Smith. Runners at the corners with 1 out. And that will bring up the catcher, Tom Nieto. Nieto for the postseason, he's batting .227, around his average, as a matter of fact, so far. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Nieto does ground out into some double plays. The best would be a 4, a chance for a 4. They're going to play the infield halfway and just try to turn 2. It's early yet. So 1-0 Cardinals. Tom Nieto has a chance. We'll see if anything on the strat. And that is a 4. Ozzie Smith, yeah, he's going to try to steal. 16 minus 1 is 15. Bailey, Smith's going to try to steal second base. Pendleton's going to stay at third. A 1-16, a 1-15, Smith is safe. He's out of there. Ozzie Smith thrown out at second. 2 outs. What a throw by Bailey. Holy cow, a 20, and he is out, and he would have been out no matter what his rating was. Ozzie Smith thrown out at second. 2 outs. And it sounded like the right idea at the time. So Pendleton stays at third, but Mark Bailey throws out Smith on a caught stealing. And now Nieto will bat with a runner on third. No, Pendleton was not running. I do have the steal attempt came up for him. It did not come up for Pendleton. He had to hold. Heathcock will pitch to Nieto, will re-roll the strat. And that is a 4, nothing happening there. Heathcock will pitch. That's a 2-1 against a righty. Strikeout 20 is high. Nieto will swing. 3-5 fly ball to left field, and that will end the inning. 1 run on 2 hits, a walk, caught stealing. After 1, the Cardinals lead 1-0. It seemed like a 75% chance, and this is the playoffs. You got to make chances there. As Bob B joins us here at Busch Stadium, who says, fire the manager. Hello, I'm the manager. Sorry. We go to the top of the third, 1-0 Cardinals. Leading off will be the pitcher, Jeff Heathcock. He does not have his own batting card, so we use the Houston pitcher card. Andujar with the pitch, 2-1, strikeout easily a 14, not a problem. He struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Andujar. He had 112 of them in 85. Out number 1, here's Bill Doran. Doran is 0 for 1. Andujar with the pitch. 2-5, and against the lefty switch, that's a blank. Doran will swing 1-2. That's a base hit for Bill Doran past third. He finally gets a hit. He'll go to first. Single for Doran. And now here's Craig Reynolds. Reynolds is 0 for 1. Infield halfway. We will check the strat. Doran could steal on a 4. Or less, and not happening. Andujar will pitch, and that's a 5-6. And against the lefty, it's a base hit right up the middle. Automatic single by Reynolds. Doran's base running rating is a 4. He will make third with no trouble on a base hit right up the middle. Runners at first and third now for the Astros. 2 straight base hits. And now the batter is Denny Walling. Walling is 1 for 1. He singled his last time up. They're going to keep the infield halfway. Cardinals are going to try to play for 2. They got +1 at shortstop. So they got a chance to definitely get 2. Runners at first and third. Infield is halfway. Andujar will first roll a strat. Strat says a 1. Doran cannot steal. Reynolds, he could, but I'll call it off. He's got a 10. You'll let Walling swing here. The steal attempt available, but I'll call it off. Runners at first and third. Pitch from Andujar, 4-2. That's a walk. The 7 is going to be too high. 8 minus 2 is 6. Walling avoids the walk. He does get to swing. 3-5, and he flies out to center field. Now that's out number 2. Walling's sacrifice fly rating is a 3. He will not bring Doran in that way. Doran's going to try to score. He's got a 4. McGee's center fielder rating is a 0. So a 1-4, Doran will score. A 5, he will hold. A 6, 2-5, he is out. It is a 6-5. Doran coming in. Here comes the throw from McGee. Yeah! Doran's thrown out at the plate. And you get your typical F8 unassisted double play. Side retired. Willie McGee guns down Bill Doran at the plate. A 6-5. He is out. Lead runner thrown out, and that retires the side. Holy cow, some great defense by Willie McGee. He guns him down. The Astros get nothing. No runs on 2 hits. We will go to the bottom of the 3rd. Section 1933 groans. Double play 8-2. Yep. Bottom of the 3rd. Leading off will be the pitcher, Joaquin Andujar for the Cardinals, batted 106 as a pitcher. Heathcock, 5-5. That's at the park. Busch Stadium says 4-6. That's a ground out to 3rd. Andujar will go down for out number 1. And that will bring up Coleman. Coleman is 0 for 1. Pitch from Heathcock, 3-5 against the lefty switch. That's an automatic out. It's going to be a star 6 and a fly out to right. 2 down. And now the batter is McGee. McGee gets a nice cheer from the Busch Stadium crowd. McGee is 0 for 1, but he gets a cheer for throwing out Doran. Heathcock will pitch to McGee. That's a 4-1 against the lefty. That's an automatic out. McGee's a switch hitting from the left. That's going to be a star 3, and he grounds out to 3rd. Heathcock continues to pitch well. 1-2-3, go the Cardinals. 1-0 after 3. We go to the top of the 4th. Leading off for the Astros will be Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 1. Andujar with the pitch. That's a 2-3. It's a blank. Cruz will swing. 2-6. Fly out to center. 1 away. And here's Jerry Mumphrey. Mumphrey is 0 for 1. Andujar sets and deals. Pitch from Andujar, 2-6. Strikeout, 5. Got him. Struck him out. He gets Mumphrey. Strikeout number 3 for Andujar. That 5 will get him. And now Kevin Bass. Bass is 1 for 1, singled his first time up. Andujar gets ready to pitch. Here it comes. 2-4. That's a blank. Bass will swing, and he'll hit a 1-5. Base hit right past first base. Bass has his 2nd hit of the game. Single for Bass. He'll keep the inning alive. And here comes Bailey. Bailey is 0 for 1. Bass on at first. Infield will be normal. He does have a chance to steal. A 4 or lower, and that's a 19. No play. Andujar will pitch. That's a 6-2. That's a strikeout. 3. Got him. Andujar doing the job today. Strikeout number 4. 1 hit for the Astros, but that's all they'll get. In this crucial Game 2 of this NLCS. They always say it's not a series until the home team loses. Well, the Yankees lost this morning, and the Cardinals already beat the Cardinals yesterday. So we've already got 2 series that are at least going to go. We already got 1 series that's at least going 5 games, and that's the ALCS. Bottom of the 4th, leading off for the Redbirds, Tommy Herr. Funny as it is, the American League games have been low scoring. The National League games have been high scoring, which is strange. It's usually the other way around. Heathcock will pitch. 5-6 against the lefty. That's an automatic out. It's a star 4, fly out to left. Out number 1. Heathcock does very well against left-handers, according to the card. It will bring up Jack Clark. Clark already has a home run, though. Clark has 1 for 1. He has a homer his last time up. Heathcock will pitch. 1-1. That's a walk. That's a walk chance. That 9. Yep, he'll walk Clark. Heathcock sends Clark to first. Yeah, you might want to check those last 2 games, Salvador America. You might want to check the 2 games of the ALCS. They were both kind of wacky. Clark goes to first, and here's Van Slyke. Van Slyke 0 for 1. Infield will be halfway, although I don't think Clark will steal. Nope. Heathcock looking in. He sees Van Slyke, and here's the pitch. That's a 6-6. That's a double question mark. Against the lefty, 1-17's an automatic out. It's a 12. That's exactly what it is. It's going to be a star 6 and a fly out to right. And that will be out number 2. And now Terry Pendleton. Pendleton walked his first time up. He's 0 for 0. Still checking the strat. 8-0. Heathcock looking in for Pendleton. Pitch from Heathcock. 6-4. That's a blank. Pendleton gets the swing. 5-1, and that's a star 3. He grounds it to third. Throw goes to second to get Clark, and the inning will end there. A walk is all the Cardinals get, but after 4, it's still 1-0 Redbirds. Yeah, Dennis Burt. He got the job done is right. He got the job done is right. And I'm actually surprised that the Yankees did not win that game also. I'm really surprised at that. That's how the dice roll. Just take a look at Game 3 of the NLDS between the Cardinals and the Expos. When the dice roll like that, what are you going to do? Leading off for the Astros will be Phil Garner. Garner is 0 for 1. Andujar with the pitch. And that's a 6-1 against a righty. It's a blank. Garner will take a swing. 2-2. He grounds it to short. Smith takes care of that. Out number 1. Here's the pitcher, Jeff Heathcock. Andujar will pitch. 2-3. That's a blank. Heathcock actually gets a chance to swing the bat. 6-3, and he lets a lazy fly out to right. A play that probably even I could make. 2 outs. And now Bill Doran. Doran is 1 for 2. Andujar checking in. Here's the pitch. That's a 4-3. That's a double question mark. Doran switch hitter hitting from the left side. A 1-6 is a base hit right up the middle. That's a 10. It's too high. Doran will swing 4-5. He star threes it. It's a ground ball to short, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Andujar. Andujar may have taken the drugs that he was supposed to take today. 1-2-3 go the Astros. Halfway through the game, 1-0 Cardinals. Leading off for the Redbirds, Ozzie Smith. He is 1 for 1 with a single. Bottom of the 5th inning. Heathcock checking in. Here's the pitch, 1-2. Hit by pitch. That 10 is going to be too high. Smith will swing it, 6-1, and that's a base hit into right field. Ozzie Smith has his second hit of the game. Another single to right. And now the batter is Tom Nieto. Infield halfway. Smith got caught stealing his last time. Let's see if he gets a chance again. 1-4. And nope. Smith will stay where he's at. Heathcock will pitch. And that's a 3-2. That's a blank. Nieto will get to swing the bat. 5-4, and against a righty, it's a base hit past short. That's a single for Nieto. Smith's base running rating is a 4. Needs to be a 5 in order to get the third. He will hold at second. And the Cardinals are in business. That brings up the pitcher, Joaquin Andujar. Andujar did not bunt much, and the bunt has to come up on the die in order for me to call it. They're going to call the corners in, looking for the bunt. We'll see what happens. Strat roll says a 4. Nope, that's not going to be a bunt. And Ozzie Smith will stay where he's at second base. That's a 4. 5 minus 1 is 4. Nope, he cannot do, and you don't do a hit and run with a runner on second. So runners at first and second. Andujar is going to hit away. Pitch from Heathcock. 2-4. That's a home run with a question mark. Well, Andujar has zeros, so we automatically know that's too high. But Andujar gets the swing. That's a 5-1, and he'll strike out. And if anything, a strikeout may have been the best thing for him because at least he doesn't ground into a double play. Here's Vince Coleman. Now the infield is halfway. Runners at first and second. Heathcock looking on. We'll check to see if a strat is on. That is a 19. No. Coleman will not bunt here. He'll swing. Heathcock with the pitch. 1-4. Error on a grounder. Coleman will swing 4-2. That's a fly out to left. No error there. That's out number 2. Now the infield will move back. Runners at first and second. A chance for Willie McGee. McGee is 0 for 2. Fans here at Busch Stadium know the Cardinals need some more runs. 1-0 is very slim. We know what happened with the Twins with a 1-0 lead at the end of Game 1 of the ALCS. Checking on the strat. That's a 9. Heathcock will pitch. 2-1 against the lefty. That's an automatic out. It's a star 3 and a ground out to third. Inning over. No runs, 2 hits. For the Cardinals, they can't get anything in after 5. 1-0 Cardinals. We go to the top of the 6th. Leading off for the Astros will be Craig Reynolds. Reynolds is 1 for 2. Andujar still pitching very strong. Pitch from Andujar, 5-3. Against the lefty, it's a blank. Reynolds will swing 4-4. Line out to second base. That's out number 1. HOU puts up his glove and the ball goes right into it. Next batter, Denny Walling. Walling is 1 for 2. Finally got a low-scoring game here in the National League for a while. The last few games played by the Cardinals, 13 runs, 10 runs, 10 runs, and then they still lost 9-5, but still a lot of runs. Andujar will pitch. 5-2, that's a range play. I think that's the first range play coming up. Walling will swing 3-2. That's a base hit to short. Though it's a range play, though, the ball is hit to Smith. His range is a 4. He's got it. Makes the play. Throws to first. Out number 2. The Wizard of Oz flashes the glove. Takes a single away from Walling. And now Jose Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 2. Andujar will pitch. 2-1, strikeout 4, got him, struck him out. Andujar picks up strikeout number 5, a 1-2-3 inning for the Astros. 1-0, bottom of the 6th coming up. You just have this crazy feeling that there's going to be some magic here somewhere, like there was in the game with the Yankees and the Twins in game 1 of the ALCS. You never know here at RJL 518 what you're gonna find. Tommy HOU leads off for St. Louis. Heathcock still got a few batters left in him, but he is running out. He's got 3 batters left before tiring. Astro bullpen is getting ready. Heathcock will pitch. That's a 4-4 against a lefty. That's an automatic out. HOU's a switch left. That's a star 1 and a ground out to second. Out number 1 against left-handed pitching. Against left-handed batters, he is really pretty good. Here's Jack Clark. Clark hit the home run earlier. He walked his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Heathcock with the pitch. That's a 4-3 wild pitch. Do it again. Heathcock 4-5. That's a range play. Clark will swing 6-3. That's a star 5. And that's a fly ball to center field. That ball is hit to Cruz. His range is a 3. Nope. Is it a single or a double? That's going to be a double for Jack Clark. Clark gets his second hit of the game, and he'll take a double, and he'll go to second. Base hit there. Actually, I was looking at the wrong guys, actually. Give me a moment here. Got to check something out. All right, that's fine. Actually, Heathcock doesn't get tired for 3 more batters. He's only pitched to 22 St. Louis batters. So here's number 23. Here's Andy Van Slyke. Fans here would love to have Clark come in from second. Van Slyke is 0 for 2. Infield is normal. I'll check the strat, although I don't think anything's going to happen. Nope. Heathcock will pitch to Van Slyke. Heathcock 2-5. That's a strikeout chance. The 9 is going to be too high. Van Slyke will swing 1-6. Fly ball center field. Out number 2. Clark has a base running rating of 2. Subtract 3 minus 1, and he'll stay at second base. Nothing going on. 2 outs. Here's Pendleton. Clark on at second. Pendleton is 0 for 1. Heathcock trying to get through this inning if he can. Strat says a 19. Nothing happening. Pendleton's not bunting. Heathcock will pitch. That's a 2-6. That's at the park. Busch Stadium will bring up. That's a 1-6. And we've got a rare play. A 1-6 is a rare play. That is a 7. We'll go to the actual rare play chart for inside pitch. Rare play. Let's see what it is. 5-6. Slow roller to the first baseman who possibly bobbles, then possibly throws wild to first. Resolved by rolling against the first baseman error rate. First for the bobble and then for the throw. So it's a slow roller to Walling. Walling's error rating is a 5. So he's got to pass this twice. Heathcock is the guy trying to make the play, is the guy trying to make the out. So let's see what this is. First, does he make an error on the bobble? Needs a 5 or lower, he does. No. Now does he make an error on the throw? 5 or lower, he does. No, he makes the play. He'll throw to Heathcock, covering the bag, side retired. What a play by Denny Walling. No runs and a hit for the Cardinals. After 6, still 1-0 Redbirds. Walling comes through with a great play. Pretty fast-moving game. We're already in the top of the 7th. Jerry Mumphrey will lead off against Andujar. Mumphrey is 0 for 2. Andujar will pitch to Mumphrey. That's a 3-3. That's a walk. The 14 is way too high. Mumphrey will swing. 2-1. That's a ground out to second. That's out number 1. That'll bring up Kevin Bass. Bass is 2 for 2 tonight. 2 singles. As Steeler fan says, HOU. Andujar will pitch. That's a 1-2. That's a range play. Bass will swing. 2-4. Star 3. It's a ground ball to short. That ball's going to Ozzie. He's got a range. He has a range of 4, and he won't make it. That's going to be a base hit for Bass. Bass gets his 3rd hit of the game. A range play single. As Ozzie Smith couldn't get that one. And now here's Mark Bailey with 1 out, infield halfway. Bass does have a steal attempt. It would be a 4 or lower. And that is a 15 no. Andujar will pitch. That's a 2-2. Hit by pitch. That's 7. Ouch. Plunked him. He's out. He's been hit. Bailey a 2 plus 10 is a 12. And he hits Bailey. Oh, you don't want to do that. Runners at first and second. And now the batter will be Phil Garner. Jeff Heathcock is probably not going to bat in the next up. He's due to bat after Garner. Runners at first and second. Infield halfway. I'll still roll the strat. And that's a 7. Nothing happening. Andujar in a little bit of a jam now. Andujar will pitch. That's a 5-6 against a righty, a walk chance, and that one, yep, he walks Garner, and the bases are loaded. The bases are loaded. Jeff Heathcock is the batter due. They will take him out as he is done. And he pitched beautifully. He'll leave with the win, with a chance at the win. Astros will go to the bench. Most at bats, it'll be Glenn Davis coming up to bat. So here's Glenn Davis. Davis will go up against Joaquin Andujar. Davis does have a high double play rating. The Cardinals are going to play the infield halfway and try to play for 2. They're going to try to play for 2. So it would be an automatic 5. Andujar will pitch. We'll check a strat first. That's a 13, nothing happening. Andujar pitches. 2-3. It's a blank. Davis gets to swing. That's a 5-4, and he grounds it back to Andujar, and this should be a double play. 4, 5, 6. And Davis hitting from the right side, so the second baseman is pivot, which is her. No adjustment, but it's a 6. It's an automatic 1-4-3 double play. Inning over. The pitcher automatically gets a +1 if the ball is hit to him on a double play. Holy cow, the Cardinals dodge a big cannonball. Section 1933, groans. Ugh. So no runs on one hit, a hit by pitch, and a walk. We're at the 7th inning stretch. Cardinals lead 1-0. Sing your take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. What do we got coming up tomorrow on RJL 518? We got more baseball action. We got game 3. We got the third games of the AL and NLCS. In the morning, it will be the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Houston Astros. So we'll go right from Busch Stadium right to the Astrodome in the morning. So St. Louis at Houston will play game 3 in the morning, and tomorrow night the New York Yankees take on the Minnesota Twins, with that series tied at 1 at the Metrodome. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Cardinals have a switch, a righty, and then Andujar coming up. We'll see if he bats. And let's see who the Astros want to bring in to pitch. Bottom of the 7th inning, I think they're going to go with a right-hander here. So out will come Bill Dawley. Bill Dawley will pitch to Ozzie Smith starting the bottom of the 7th. A big chance for the Astros went by the board, and a big double play. Now can the Cardinals get some runs, holding on to a very slim 1-0 lead? Dawley will pitch. 4-4, strikeout, 15 is high. Smith will swing, 3-5, and that's a ground ball to first. First time Smith has been retired in the ball game. He was 2 for 2. That's out number 1. Here's Tom Nieto. Nieto is 1 for 2. Dawley with the pitch. 6-5 against a righty. Strikeout 7. Yep, got him. Struck him out. Dawley gets Nieto to strike out number 2. The batter now is Joaquin Andujar. Andujar can face 3 more batters before he's tired. If there was anyone on base, I would definitely take him out. But Andujar's pitching a shutout. I'm going to let him swing and save a pinch hitter for another time. So Dawley will go ahead and pitch to Andujar. That's a 4-4. That's a strikeout, and he'll get him easily with no problem. So 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals in a very weak bottom of the seventh. After 7, still 1-0. Top of the 8th. Joaquin Andujar. He can pitch to 3 batters before tiring, but I figured save the pinch hitter for a different time. It is the top of the order for the Astros. Here's Bill Doran. He's 1 for 3. 1-0 Cardinals. So far, this is the least amount of runs in the last 4 games played here in the National League. Andujar will pitch. 3-2. That's a blank. Doran will swing. 2-5. Base hit into center field. That's a single. Doran a leadoff hit. And the batter now will be Craig Reynolds. Andujar will pitch to him. Reynolds hits worse against right-handers, so Reynolds will bat against Andujar. Andujar will pitch to him. Infield halfway. Doran does have a steal chance. It would be a 1-4. No. Andujar will pitch. That's a 2-3. That's a blank. Reynolds will swing. 2-4. He pops up to first. Out number 1. Popped it up. Play is made by Clark. And now Denny Walling. Joaquin Andujar, they're going to let him pitch to Walling. Walling can hit Andujar pretty well, but he's a little worse against righties, so Andujar will pitch to Walling. Infield still halfway, now 1 out. That's a 15, nothing happening. Andujar will pitch. That's a 5-3 against the lefty, it's a blank. Walling takes a swing, 6-3. That's a ball hit to right field. That is a 7. Against the righty, it's too high, and it's going to be a fly out to right. 2 outs. And now the batter is Jose Cruz. Andujar is tired. What do? Do we take Andujar out? Cruz is back. Cruz's pit is not doing anything in this entire. He's 0 for 3. They're going to see if Andujar can go one more batter. They're going to see if he can go one more batter. Andujar will pitch to Cruz. Doran on it first. Checking a strat. That's a 12. Nothing happening. Andujar sets up. Deals. 3-6. Range play at the park. Busch Stadium will say, Suadice, I'll re-roll. That's a 3-3. It's a ground ball to second base. The ball is into her. It's a range play. His infield is back. His range is a 2. Does he make the play? No, it's going to be a base hit past second for Cruz. Doran's base running rating is a 4. He will make third. Cruz goes to first. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Cruz gets a hit. And the batter now will be Jerry Mumphrey, and that will be it for Andujar. Because now, if he hits an S1, that would be a hit. So Andujar coming out, pitched a gem. Pitched very well. Leaves with a chance at the win. And they're going to bring in a lefty to pitch to Mumphrey. And they're going to go with Ricky Horton. Horton coming out to pitch. Mumphrey hits lefties a little weaker. Ricky Horton will pitch to Jerry Mumphrey. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Am I rolling a strat? Yes. And that's a 4. Nothing happening. Possible hit and run, but you don't do it with 2 outs. Mumphrey at the plate. Runners at the corners. 2 outs. Busch Stadium hoping Horton can get Mumphrey out. This is a big at-bat for the Astros. They missed a great chance last time. Let's see how it goes here. Pitch from Horton. That's a 2-3. Strikeout 19 is high. Mumphrey will swing 3-4, and he grounds it to third. Nice pickup there by Pendleton. He will throw to second to get Cruz. Side retired. Another jam the Cardinals get out of. No runs, 2 hits. Astros cannot get anybody to cross the plate. Bottom of the 8th. Cardinals have the top of the order. Switch, switch, switch. Vince Coleman leading off. They're going to bring in a lefty. Dawley coming out. Coleman hits lefties a little worse. A little worse. He can get a few hits off the lefties. And the Astros will bring in Jeff Calhoun. Calhoun will be the third Astro pitcher. He'll pitch to Vince Coleman. Bottom of the 8th, 1-0 Cardinals. Calhoun will pitch. That's a 3-3. Against a righty, that's a blank. Coleman will swing 4-2, and that's a fly out to left. As a leadoff hitter, I still think Coleman was not that great. Out number 1, the only reason why he was a leadoff hitter because of his speed. Here's Willie McGee. McGee will bat against Calhoun. Obviously, McGee is 0-for-3. Calhoun will pitch. That's a 6-2. That's a walk. That 11 is high. McGee will swing 6-4. He grounds it to first. Walling makes the play. Out number 2. What a pitcher's duel in this one today. And now Tommy Herr. Herr is 0-for-3. The difference in this game, a home run by Jack Clark is the difference. Calhoun will pitch to Herr. 1-3. That is a strikeout chance. 13 too high. Herr will swing. That's a 1-3. Star 3. It's a ground ball to first. And that will be taken care of by Walling. Inning over. Another 1-2-3 inning. After 8, still 1-0 Cardinals. Will it be enough? And will we see some 9th inning magic? Top of the 9th. Ricky Horton coming out. Cardinals will go to the closer. And that, of course, is Jeff Lottie. Lottie will come in to try to get the save. Lottie will try to get the save. 1-0 Cardinals, top of the 9th. Cardinals 3 outs away from tying this series up on their way to the Astrodome tomorrow morning. Leading off for the Astros will be Kevin Bass. Bass is 3-for-3. He's got 3 singles. Fans here at Busch Stadium loud. They are loud here at Busch. Lottie will pitch. That's a 6-6. Error on a throw. Bass will swing 4-3, and that's going to be a base hit to third base, past third. That's a single, and the ball is hit to Pendleton. His error rating is a 7. That's a 16. No error, so it gets past him. A leadoff single for Bass. Bass is 4-for-4 tonight. 4 singles, and the leadoff, the tying run is on. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 9th inning at RJL 518? I think not. That will bring up Mark Bailey. The infield is halfway. Bailey is 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. I am rolling a strat. Bass does have a steal attempt. It would be a 1-3 to do so. 4, and that is an 8. No, Bass stays where he's at. Lottie will pitch to Bailey. Pitch. That's a 1-5. Wild pitch. That 8 is high. They'll do it again. Good stop there by Nieto. That would have put Bass into scoring position. We'll do it again. Ball 1. Lottie. That's a 6-3. Home run question mark. Bailey, a switch hitter hitting from the left side. But a 0 is there. So no chance for a home run for Bailey. Lottie did not give up many of them. He may have only given up 1 homer that entire time. So it's too high. But Bailey does get to swing. That's a 2-3. That's a ball hit to center field. That's a 3 against the righty. It's a base hit for Bailey. Single. Bass's base running ratings of 4. Single to center. Single to center to get to third. -1 is a 3. McGee has no arm. Bass is on his way to third, possibly a 1-3. A 1-3, he makes third. 4-5, he holds. 6-2 to 5, he is thrown out. It is a 2, he will make third base. Bailey gets a big clutch single. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Top of the 9th. They're going to go talk to Lottie, see what's going on. He's having some troubles out there, kind of like what Ron Davis had this morning. And the batter is Phil Garner. The infield is going to come in. They cannot allow the tying run to score. Bass at third. Bailey at first. Bass is the tying run. 2 out. 1. Nobody out. Infield in. I am going to roll a strat. That's a 16. Nothing happening. Lottie trying to close the game, but the Astros are making it difficult. Here's the pitch from Lottie. It's a 4-6. It's a blank. Garner will swing. And that's a 3-1. It's a ground ball to second base. It's a ground ball to second base. Bass is going to hold at third. His base running rating would be a 2. He's going to hold at third. Bailey will go to second. The throw goes to first to get Garner. Out number 1. They do not send him. And why would you when you got a pinch hitter coming up? 1 out. Keeps Bass from scoring. Coming on to pinch hit for the Astros will be Alan Ashby for Calhoun. Alan Ashby can definitely do it. He's got the hitting ability. The infield is still in. And there's 1 out now. Runners at second and third. I don't think you do a squeeze here. Why would you squeeze when you got a guy that can hit 280? I will check the strat to see if it comes up anyway. No. So runners at second and third. Lottie will pitch to Ashby. He is pinch hitting. Infield in. Bass will probably come try to score anyway on a ground out. Yeah, but another thing remember also, the infield is in too, Salvador America. So his bunt rating goes down to a 1 to anybody hit there. and a chance for a squeeze working on a 1 bunt rating is very low. Is very low. Trust me. It's not the same as a regular bunt. Ashby has a better chance to get a hit. The infield is in. Lottie will pitch to Ashby. Pitch on the way. 1-5. So Philip Reynolds says a wild pitch would make this interesting. That is a wild pitch. That's a 4, and it is a wild pitch by Jeff Lottie. Philip Reynolds called it in the chat. A wild pitch by Lottie. That is a 4. Bass comes in to score. We're tied. And Bailey goes to third. We're tied at 1. Philip Reynolds calls that wild pitch and make this interesting. That's a 1-5. It's a 4. It's a wild pitch. This game is tied with the go-ahead run at third. And Jeff Lottie will blow the save. Now the infield will be in now to prevent the Astros from taking the lead. Section 1933, cheers. Yay! Stadium groans. Ugh. Bailey on at third. Now Ashby. And they wonder what they want to do here. They're going to pitch to Ashby, runner on third. Now Bailey with the infield in will not be able to come in. His base running rating's a 2, so Ashby has to get a hit. I will re-roll the strat. That's a 6, nothing happening. Lottie will pitch. 1-1 against the lefty switch. That's a blank. Ashby will swing. 1-4. Base hit, pass first. Base hit. Astros take the lead. Ashby gets a single. Bailey comes in to score. It's 2-1 Astros. Are the Astros a team of destiny or what? Ninth inning magic strikes again. Ashby a base hit, pass first base, and the Astros take a 2-1 lead in the top of the ninth. Busch Stadium throws up. Blech. Section 1933, cheers. Yay! And now the top of the order coming up in Bill Doran. And that is all for Lottie. Completely ineffective. Jeff Lottie did what Gary Lucas did for the Expos in that game. 1 out still. Now the infield will go halfway. We'll see a new pitcher for the Cardinals. And they're going to go with Bill Campbell. Campbell will pitch to Doran. A well-pitched game by Andujar, and again he'll get the no decision. And now Lottie could take the loss. Ashby on at first. Doran is up. Doran is 2 for 4. 1 out, infield halfway. Am I rolling strat? Yes, I am. That is a 13, nothing happening. Campbell will pitch. And that's a 2-4. Home run question mark. Doran a lefty. A 1-10, that's an 11. It's too high. Doran will swing. Actually a switch hitter. 4-1, and he grounds it to second base. Is this a double play? 3 minus 2 is a 1, plus 2 is a 2. Shortstop Smith plus 1 is a 3. A 1-3, it's a double play. Yep, they got it. Second base to Smith. On to first. Side retired. 4-6-3 double play. But what an inning. 2 runs on 3 hits and a wild pitch. We go to the bottom of the ninth, 2-1 Astros. Now, will we see some bottom of the ninth inning magic? Jack Clark will come up to bat. And now the Astros will bring in their closer, and it will be Dave Smith. Smith already has, I believe, 3 saves. Dave Smith will pitch. Bottom of the ninth inning now. 2-1 Astros. Clark is 2 for 2. He's got a home run and a double in this game. So if anybody can tie this game right back up, it's Clark. Smith will pitch. 3-2. That's at the park. Busch Stadium will say 3-4. And that is a base hit with a possible double to right field. It's a single plus. Clark rounding first. He's going to try for 2. His base running rating is a 2. The ball is hit to right field, and that is Mumphrey. He has a +1, so it's a 3. A 1-3, Clark gets to second. A 4-5, he holds. A 6, he is out. There is no runner safe on that roll. And he will make it to second base. The tying run is in scoring position. Clark gets a single. With an extra base, he goes to second. Leadoff single by Smith. Clark goes to second, chugs, and gets into second base. Tying run aboard with nobody out, and there's Andy Van Slyke. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 bottom of the ninth inning in RJL 518? I think not. Clark on at second. Smith now has to deal with that. 2-1 Astros. Van Slyke does have home run power against righties. Am I rolling strat? Yes, I am. And that is a 1. Clark is not stealing. Clark will stay at second base. Smith will pitch to Van Slyke. Here's the pitch. 6-6. It's a blank. Van Slyke will swing. It's a 6-1. Line out to second base. Is this a double play? Is this a double play? A 3-4. Clark, a 3 or a 4. Clark is out. No, Clark gets back. Out number 1. Oh, line out to second. Clark barely gets back. 1 down. That would have been atrocious. And now Terry Pendleton will bat. Pendleton is 0 for 2. 1 out. Smith will pitch. 4-4. That's a blank. Pendleton will swing. 1-4. That's a ball hit to right field. That is a 7 against the righty. It's a base hit for Pendleton. He gets a single. Does it score? Clark. Clark's base running rating's a 2. It's a single to right, +1, 3. Right fielder is Mumphrey, +1 is a 4. A 1-4, Clark scores. A 5, he holds. 6, 2-5, he is out. It's a 6-3. The throw goes to the plate, and Clark is thrown out at the plate by Mumphrey. Holy cow! A base hit by Pendleton. Pendleton's base running rating is a 3. That's a 3. Pendleton does take second on the throw, but Clark is out. Holy cow, what a throw by Mumphrey. But Terry Pendleton, his base running rating is a 3. That is a 3, so he does advance to second. So the tying run is still in scoring position, but now there are 2 outs. And now it's up to Ozzie Smith. Unbelievable defense the Astros are getting. Smith is 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles. Astros say you shall not pass. No, you will not have your cake and eat it too. Pendleton on at second. Dave Smith will pitch to Ozzie Smith. 2 outs. 2-1, bottom of the ninth. I am rolling Strat. And that is a 10. Nothing happening. Smith will pitch. The pitch from Dave Smith. That's a 4-3 hit by pitch. And nope, that 4 is too high. Ozzie Smith gets a chance to swing. That's a 1-2. It's a ground ball to short. Ground ball to Reynolds. He picks it up. Pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. Astros steal one here again from the Cardinals. They win it 2-1 and take a 2-0 series lead. No runs, 2 hits, an incredible throw by Jerry Mumphrey to nail Clark at the plate. Astros win it 2-1 and now lead the series 2-0. All they got to do is win 2 out of 3 in Houston to win and move on to the World Series. Final line score coming up. For the Astros, 2 runs on 11 hits and no errors. For the Cardinals, 1 run, 7 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher is Jeff Calhoun. He actually picks up the win for the Astros. He'll go to 1-0. Lottie gets the loss and goes to 0-1 as he blows the save. And then Dave Smith will pick up a save, and that's going to be his 4th. But what a way to get it. Dave Smith now has 4 saves in this postseason for the Astros. What an unbelievable finish as Philip Reynolds calls for a wild pitch, and that's exactly what happens. And the game is tied, and then the Astros go ahead and get the extra run and win this game 2-1 and now lead the series 2-0. The Cardinals are in deep trouble. And that is the 7th straight win for the Astros, as Steeler fan is mentioning it. They are 7-1 in this postseason. Like to remind you, tomorrow we'll continue our championship series action. In the morning, it will be game 3 of the NLCS. The St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Houston Astros. Now the Astros leading 2-0. That game is at the Astrodome. And tomorrow night, the New York Yankees will play the Minnesota Twins. That series is tied 1-1. Very pivotal game 3 coming up there. Philip Reynolds, Salvador America, Steeler fan, Bob B. G. Puck, Bears Den 007. 007, thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Please subscribe and hope everything is all right. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you tomorrow morning for more action. Astros commit highway robbery and steal one here from the Cardinals 2-1. Now lead the 1985 NLCS 2-0. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a good night.